Hello, and thank you for joining. You have gone to the right place. This is the Get to Know broadcast. Tonight, I don't have any interviews for you tonight. I do on Monday, though. Tamara L. Hunter. That's Monday at 7 p.m. She is so awesome. I mean, a global impactor. This gal is really awesome, and she is the owner and the proprietor for Chemo Buddies for Life. I'm a chemo buddy, and I tell you what, I'm here to support the people that are part of our group. It's like a family, and I'm so blessed. So tonight I'm going to just share more, like I did the last time, about the LWN. This is the LWN Live with Nature Foundation presenting the Get to Know broadcast. We're going to do really inspiring, interesting interviews. We're going to be learning, growing, having the opportunity to make our lives better. And that's what's really awesome is, if you're willing to make your life better, then that is a good deal, because I have, and I hope that you have already. And if you haven't, then you're in the right place, because I'm going to talk about the various things that you can do to achieve a lifestyle that you'll enjoy, to help you become more successful in your business, and the opportunity to grow. This is my feeling. If you're not willing to grow and you're just complacent, that's a bad place. It was a really bad place for me. I just have to say it was. Complacency. When I get complacent, I'm feeling, oh, everything's okay, or I accept everything to be okay. But you know what? Um, the next thing that was going to happen was, not so much fun. And so that was part of the problem, is the complacency didn't allow me to grow, didn't allow me to learn anything new. And so I've been doing these broadcasts for well, since 2020, I think. In 2018 is when I started in the Live Masters group, doing videos alive in a private group, to get more familiar with doing live videos. And then that progressed. That progressed to doing morning videos of the Sunrise Daybreakers tribe. That's really fun, because I like to get up early, and that's part of my routine. Get up early, go watch the sunrise. I start my day with God every morning. I mean, almost every morning. I've been doing this for some time, and my life has been getting so good. I just tell you, it has. And I'm so pleased. And so that's the kind of thing I'm going to share about today. So this is an LWN media production. It's brought to you on the E360 TV network. So you're able to watch this on the Roku, your Amazon Fire, Apple and Android TV. I also put it out to Facebook, YouTube. I'm planning to take it to, and I already have a few videos up on the Rumble application. And actually, Rumble is right here in Sarasota. That's where you are now. That's where this place is. Can you tell I'm excited? No, I am excited, because you know what? Siesta Key, #1 beach, 3 times in a row. 3. It's like, yeah, it's a nice place to live. It truly is. So, that being said, Sarasota is where we are. We're on the west coast of Florida, about halfway down, just a little bit south of Tampa area. And I get referred to, it's Steve from Tampa, but it's Steve from Sarasota. I've been here for 25 years, and it's really awesome. Well, I did these morning broadcasts from, well, the highest place around here, 45 whole feet, and it makes for a great view watching that sun come up. Um, I love it. And then I would talk, and interestingly, the things that I would talk about are motivational, they're inspirational, and I'll get to some of that for you in a moment, but I'm kind of laying the groundwork here, folks. And the groundwork is this, is that I started doing live videos. It progressed to every single day doing these videos for several years. And then it developed into the LWN Live with Nature Foundation. And I was awarded a 501c3 by the government, IRS. Now, where is that going to end up? I just don't know, because at least the status, because there's changes coming. And that's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. Yeah, there's changes coming with me. And that's what I want to share is some of the changes lately. It's pretty overwhelming in a way, because you know what? I'm working again for the family business, and I ended up being the only technician that they have currently right now. So if you happen to be in the Sarasota, Manatee, or Charlotte areas, yeah, they could use help. And they're my sponsor too. It's Total Coatings. Great company. We've been doing that. I actually started it back in 2006, about mid-year. And Total Coatings is a company that refinishes bathtubs, tile, countertops, sinks, showers, with a porcelain glaze. It's non-toxic. And that was the important factor for me. It was safe and non-toxic, because everything else you use to do the refinishing part is toxic. Being a specialty painter, it's yeah, you get paint everywhere. You know, I'm amazed I don't have any on my hands right now, but I don't, because I had to clean them. But I'm working full time for them, because you know why? It's my family, and my family is super important to me. So one of the things I want to talk to you about tonight is, well, let's see. Where do I want to start? I'll just I have so much to say and so little time to say it all. Um, I'm going to start by saying I'm working full time again, and for Total Coatings. Um, we can refinish your bathtub and your tile and your countertops and your sinks with this porcelain, non-toxic, non-porous glaze. It truly is the best. I just saw it the other day. 17 years later, it's still great. I mean, well, the bottom was all gone because, of course, you know why? I don't know why. Who knows what they used on it, but yeah, the rest of it, other than the bottom, was in good shape. So you can reach out to Total Coatings. They are www.total, TOTALKOATINGS, totalcoatings.com. Great company. We need help. We need some more qualified staff to do this. So, point is, that takes up a lot of my time. I think a lot of you knew that what I wanted to do was focus my time on the foundation, because the foundation helps people that are homeless. I was homeless. A bunch of people I know had been homeless. I'm not homeless anymore. Um, and I'm grateful for that, because I tell people I chose not to be homeless. I had to work my way back. And so by getting a regular, just, average run of the mill job, Little Caesars is where it started. Um, I started working my way back, and the family took me back in. I love my family. I live with my mom and dad. They're aging. My mom is so wonderful. I'm so blessed with my family, and that's why I'm working full time for them. And it takes a big commitment, and so I don't get right this minute to work as much on the foundation as I want to. I had mentioned that I wanted to do um, a fundraiser. I was thinking April or March, April. I'm thinking I might have to push that a little bit back, but I have yet to set those dates. Um, you can donate to the foundation in the meantime. I mean, that helps me offset costs. The simple fact is, I support the whole thing. Uh, I am not. I am wealthy in mind and in spirit. Financially, not as much as I would want to have. So, yeah, that's where your donations come in. So, you can donate to the foundation. And what I have kind of requested is, go to our website. I have www.stephenrsmith.org, and you can read the blogs. Um, I've done several. I'm working on improving that website. I'm working on learning all the ins and outs. And, I'm trying not to be the be all and end all for everybody, because I can't be that. But what I can do is this: I can share what I know. I've been blessed to have some college and business administration, um, sales management, customer service experience, sales, of course, which gave me the foundation to be able to share a lot of things that I've done and learned. Um, and one of the most important factors I learned is this: if you take the time to decide, you know what, my life could be better, so I want to make it better. So that's a start, because everything it starts in the mind with a thought. And so when you take that thought and you take action on your thought, that's when things start to happen. So it starts with a thought, then it takes action, then you can start working out the details. And that's some of the things that I have to do again today, is working out all the details. There are so many, especially when I do it all myself. So that's where, if you wanted to be a part of the foundation, yeah, we could use some volunteers to help us do this stuff. It would be awesome. You can send me an email at the www.stephenrsmith, that's Stephen with a PH, by the way, rsmith.org. Um, and absolutely, I've got several people that are going to be helping me, and that's going to be great. They're going to be involved in the upcoming fundraiser, because the fundraiser is going to allow us to help other people. That's what it's all about. And the more money that the foundation has and that I personally have, the more I can help people. And that's what I want to do, because I think I mentioned this book right here, A Purpose Driven Life. That's what this is. And I keep it here. I've read it like 3 times. I've taught it. I learned that I need to be a servant for God. So that's where my life revolves around God, because I believe that when you put God first, everything else will kind of fall into order. It takes a routine. It takes determination. It takes repetition, and it takes a commitment and that consistency of doing it over and over again to get to reprogram your thinking. And that's truly what it is. I mean, I wonder sometimes about reprogramming. I mean, what do you think? I mean, you can tell me. Do you like the idea of reprogramming? I mean, there was a time where I did not. There was a time where when I was a drunk that I said, you know what, that's what I am. I'm a drunk, and that's just how it's going to be, and that's how my life is going to end up. And the more I drink, the drunker I get, and I don't have a problem. I drink, I get drunk, I fall down, or go to jail and break out in handcuffs. Right? It's like, what? That's not fun. So if you don't want that, you can change your life, because I've been blessed to get to know a lot of people. Those people can help us. They can help us achieve a greater success level, business wise, personal wise. And one of the things I've done, thank you, Guy Berlando. He was on the show recently. He's truly one of my mentors. And that's one of the things I did. I had to get mentors. So I decided this, well, who's the most popular people on the planet? Elon Musk, um, people like, yeah, Rick Warren. I'm just thinking. I didn't write it down. It's like I'm thinking. Well, one of the Guy Berlando, because you know what? Um, he inspired me to get involved with Nirka, who has the evolved NLP classes. And so I'm working towards a master's on NLP. It takes time and it takes effort, and I'm willing to put it in, because I had to decide, you know what? What's the most important thing in my life? Well, I think that learning more how to think, to ask questions, um, to be happy and joyful, I decided NLP was the way to go. And I had been like talking a lot of this stuff already. Now I'm just learning how to do it for myself. And ultimately, I can help others with it. And that's what's going to be so awesome. So I'm going to improve my comprehension when it comes to understanding what I need to do to be more successful. So I said, yeah, a routine, a calendar, um, determination to be consistent, because I've been doing consistently the same thing for a very long time. And what has it turned into? It's turned into, well, yeah, money actually is good, because now I'm working full time instead of just taking, the Social Security, early Social Security. Yeah. So clearly working with Total Coatings was making more money. And better than the other job that I had that I couldn't keep on doing, because you know what? I couldn't keep on doing something I didn't believe in. And I don't believe in the products that they provided. So therefore, I had to do a different change. I had to make a change. And that change was, well, I would help Total Coatings. And so I have. And now I'm full time. And so I don't have as much time, clearly, as I used to. That's okay. Truly is. Because you know what? Sometimes you have to sacrifice, but you have to be willing to sacrifice. So I was. And I do. Um, when I first came to my parents' house here in Sarasota, I didn't feel comfortable. It's like, I'm going to upset their lifestyle, um, because my mom's 80 and my dad's 83. Um, and my dad's really healthy. My mom is not so healthy. And so I'm hoping that she will get healthier. But I came here thinking, oh, I'm just going to they've got their own way of doing their life. And that wasn't part of I wasn't part of that. And so I'm going to be a burden to them. But you know what? I'm not a burden to them. because I'm there to support my parents. They raised me and they did a good job. And now it's my turn to help them. Um, so I do that. And so I'm happy and glad and proud to be here. So, uh, yeah, that's how it changed for me immediately is like, well, now I don't feel uncomfortable here. I feel welcomed here, loved here. And, when we feel loved about what we're doing, and this is where Nirka made such a difference in my life, is that um, she made me feel loved. And I felt for so long, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. And I can say I feel worthy now because Nirka helped me identify what the root cause of that problem was. Is that, of course, I'd been told all along, oh, you're not this, you're not that, you're not good enough, or all this stuff, and it went into my mind, and it became regular uh, reactions to whatever the situations were. Well, reaction is not a good way to live your life. Responding is. And so, what I do with the routine is that the first thing I do when I wake up is I go to pray. Donia. I see Donia's with us. Love you, Donia. Donia was on the program too. A couple of weeks ago. That's a story of a great entrepreneur, um, a dear friend. We're on the team together with Guy, and that's so awesome. Um, we're building another business, the Sealy by Design business. Um, I am a member there. It's about health. It's about nutritionals. It's about really the best nutritionals you can possibly imagine. Do I have a lot more to learn yet? I do. And you know who I learned from? Well, Guy and Donia. I mean, they know it well. Um, and so, do I have as much time to spend on helping you get healthier? Not as much as I'd like because I'm doing this other stuff, but that's okay. Everything is going to come together, and I know that because you know why? Because I believe that God will answer those prayers and that I will achieve great success with Sealy by Design. And by the way, I gotten into Bitcoin too. Yeah, use Bitcoin. Oh my gosh. Well, that's a change. Well, you know what? Bitcoin is, I think, a great investment. So therefore, I'm involved. And you can be involved too. And you know what? You don't have to be involved and worry about where your money goes because it's designed with the Bitcoin Ben Club to uh, buy the Bitcoin, or there's other coins you can buy, but Bitcoin is what I get. I don't mess around with other people's created coins. Um, Bitcoin is what Trump wants. It's what the states are looking at doing their reserves with. Um, so I think it's a safe investment, but you don't put that in the hands of somebody else that can take your money, and that's what they're doing. That's why, actually, lately, yeah, there's been a change in the market. It went down a little bit, but that's how it's always done. It's always up and down and up and down, but it's gone way up since I bought it, and it's going to go way up again. And then you know what? Then you can make a ton of money, and that would be awesome because then I got a ton of money to help other people, right? So, yeah, reach out to me. I can help you. Leveraging time. That's what Donia says. It is a matter of leveraging your time. You have to decide what's the most important to me. And then you need to make a list. because I have lots of lists. Um, but if you put it down on paper, in my case, paper works better, or you can use your computer, put it on a computer, whatever you want to do. Um, but keeping track of it and then looking back at it, like the magical to do list. Now, you know what? I did that. Oh my gosh, probably back in 21, 22 approximately. And all these things that I want to do and get sponsors for the show and, make my channel number one and all that. And by the way, I'm blessed. I think it's really awesome that I have E360 TV. Um, you know, and so I'm trying to leverage my time. I go to these meetings all the time with Sealy by Design, and you can utilize your team. They have the most best support program I've ever seen in my life, and I've been around MLM forever. And you know what? This is the best program and the best products I've ever seen. And what I said to you earlier is I don't do things that aren't quality, period. I never have. They're just, my dad taught me that, I guess. That's in my subconscious, which is a good thing because I've had to change a lot of things that were in my subconscious because a lot of things I thought were wrong. And you've heard me say that if you've watched any of my shows, and I've done a ton of them. But you know what? Yeah, everything I thought I knew, most everything, excuse me, that I thought that I knew was correct was not. Um, I want to talk about his name is Don Green, but actually he is the president of the Napoleon Hill Foundation. He was on a video that I had done, but it never got released, and I'm kind of disappointed about that. But you know what? It didn't. So I'm trying to get him back on because you know what? And Guy knows this. Napoleon Hill was a very smart man. He went out. What he did, Andrew Carnegie told him, "Hey, look, you should go out and interview as many people as you possibly can." And he's interviewed a lot of people. What he did then is he took all that information about, how are you successful? What were you doing? How did you do it? What should I apply? And took all these different perspectives and wrote the book, Think and Grow Rich. And it's such a powerful book. It's so powerful that Guy, he's my man there was Sealy by Design, and Donia is like right there behind him, and we're all a team. And he reads that book every year at Christmas. And when he said that to me, it's like, wow, that's really, really awesome. I struggle to read a book. I mean, I read a lot of books. Mostly they were always business related, healthcare related, because I was in the healthcare industry. I've been in the healthcare industry since I was like, God, what? Let's just say 40 years or so. Yeah, a very long time, close 35, 40 years. So, Think and Grow Rich, thank you, Donia, is an exceptional book. Teaches people how to think of what they're thinking about and then put that into application to become more successful. Donia mentioned, it's annual reading. It's on Audible. So that's really awesome. And maybe that's what I need to do is leverage my time better and not watch the videos that I do, because I watch a lot of video. Mostly two different kinds, spiritual and stoic. And through those, though, they've helped me develop my spirituality, my deciding what's right and what's wrong, knowing that I count. Remember, I said earlier that I didn't believe in myself. And that's why people wreck their lives. And I did it all the time in the past. Wreck my life when everything got good because I'm not worthy. Well, I am worthy. God puts us here for one reason, to be able to enjoy life, to have peace, serenity, honor Him, and be a servant to the community. And that's what I do. And that's what I want you to do too, because together as a team, we're able to achieve great things. Number one, we're doing what God wants. Okay. Because it says in this book, yeah, that's what you want to do right here. The last chapter is about being a servant. It's like, okay, so that's what I am. I'm a servant. I try and help you know that number one, you are loved. God loves all of us. And we didn't have to do anything for that love. I've accepted Jesus as my Savior. It's actually God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, the Trinity, right? It's really all one. But Jesus was here on earth. He is like the example of what to do. That's why Jesus is my role model. And the more that I act like Jesus, don't lose my time, or lose my time, lose my place. I see, Lauren, we appreciate you. And I'm going to get into being an advocate, right? Because Lauren inspired me to want to be an advocate, and I already am an advocate for the human trafficking. It's the worst thing on earth. And realizing that so many people were involved in it. I think they're in jails, most of them now, which is kind of a good thing. But by removing the self-sabotaging thoughts, you're able to then go free and start enjoying your life. Go free. Doesn't that just sound good? Go free. Let's all go free together. Because you know what? That's another thing. And do I like personal time? Yeah, I do. But you know what? I also realize I need friends. I desire friends. It's built into the DNA thing. God wants us to be a group together. We will support each other. Sometimes we have to support each other and keep each other in line if we're stepping out of line, because that's where having friends, which I'm blessed to have several, kept me doing the show instead of quitting. I don't know why I decided to not be complacent and just do the same old thing expecting something different, because they call that insanity. And so was I kind of insane? Yeah, I was, but insanity is, I think, a misunderstood word. Almost seems like insanity is what you want to be today, because you know what? Everybody else is thinking the wrong stuff. So call me insane, right? Yeah, I'm insane for God. I'm insane for the right things in life. I'm insane for, trying to put a stop to human trafficking. I'm insane to help people that have cancer and have been affected by cancer, or know somebody that's affected by cancer. And so if you want to call that insane, I guess I am. um, but I started talking about Napoleon Hill and how powerful this information is. There's so many good books out there. I know so many people that are writing books. I've written several, not books, but chapters myself. I'm planning to have that stuff on the website. So you do want to go, you do want to sign up. New website, www.stephenrsmith.org. Sign up, and sooner or later I'll get to the point where I'm not gonna beat you to death or anything. I mean, I get some emails daily, same thing daily. So yeah, I see a lot of stuff that I don't want to see, so that's not going to be from me. I'll just tell you that, but I will keep you updated, like the upcoming um, fundraiser that we're planning to have. Because I want to have a place where people that are homeless or people that come out of a mental health crisis type center are have a place to go. Because it's 3 months. Now, will it make a big difference? No, it probably won't make a big difference because you know what? All the beds will fill up, and it's going to be a huge job, by the way, and I need your help to do all of this. And if you have clinical background, that's even better too, right? Although I don't think a lot of the answer is traditional um, counseling, so to say. The answer is people like me that lived it, done it, changed their life, enjoy life every day now. People like Donia that decided to totally change her career and get involved with Sealy by Design, um, and she's successful and she's healthy. And I don't know if you've noticed that I've taken before and after pictures myself, and I just tell you, I am getting healthier all the time. It is really super awesome. Um, so let me see what else I have here. I really wanted to get. Okay, this is the one I wanted to mention: empathy. So yes, I am empathetic type of person. I want to know if you're an empathetic person. And you know what? I saw a post recently, just like, yeah, earlier tonight. Should we be empathetic towards others or not? And I think that, yes, empathy is a good characteristic. And when you have empathy for others, you can like make their day, right? But being mean and nasty, like the things that um, Lauren has experienced, are crazy because you know what? The more good you do, the more people are going to just try and hate you. And that just sucks. But they're out there. And you know what? I've learned I don't care what they think. They can think anything they want. They can say anything they want. But you know what? Does that ultimately affect me? I have to ask myself, how does this affect me in day to day life? Is there anything I can do to change this? Um, and if there's not, then I'm just getting myself stressed out for no good reason. So, with the empathy, yeah, wanting to have a place where homeless people can go. I mean, recently I was told, oh my gosh, and it's a waste of your time. Nobody's going to want to do it. And the drug people want their drugs, and, the alcohol, drinkers want to drink more. And yeah, I was all there, but you know what? That's not true. Are the statistics low for success? Yes. You know why? People aren't willing to give it what it is necessary to achieve greatness. I have been committed to doing the right thing, not giving up on myself, and moving forward in a positive manner so that I can achieve a legacy that my children, even though two of them don't talk to me right now, that's okay too. I'm all right with that. Do I have empathy for them? Absolutely, I have empathy. Am I going to lose sleep over this stuff? No, I don't lose sleep over it because you know what? I can't change people. Only you can change you. That's all you can do. And if you want to change yourself, you can. You can listen to the information that I talk about. You can go on YouTube. Remember, I said I got mentors. Well, Evan Carmichael, I didn't mention him. I mean, he's a big influence in my life. And I've watched him grow his channel, and I still watch his videos. Um, and they're really enlightening. And so, yeah, go see Evan Carmichael. He's on YouTube. Um, I'm on YouTube too. We're going to YouTube right now. We appreciate everybody that took time to watch this. Or, if you couldn't watch all of it right now, I understand that stuff. That's okay, because you could save it, or you could go back and you can look at it at another point in time. And know that if it's really important to you to make a life-changing decision, you can do it, and you just need to take action. And then you need to start doing all the things that help people become successful, called I need a routine, I need a calendar, I need to allot my time, and I need to not overdo it, because I've done that too. If you overdo it, you are not going to be able to be functional for everything and everybody. Um, so therefore, I've had to really tone down what I am doing, because I did take on this other commitment. And so, because I did, yeah, I had to say, you know what, you might not have as much time to focus on the foundation, but you know what, I still can, and I still will, because then I just need to not get lost on Facebook, or Instagram, or YouTube for hours and hours. I don't do that stuff anymore. But I used to go on the internet to get an answer to something, and 4 hours later, no, 2 hours later, no, 10 hours later, God forbid, right? You didn't get to what you wanted to do, because they make it so interesting for you. Yeah, that's their job, right? Keep you online. Well, you got to determine what's the most important. Make a list. Start what is the most important. Work on that, and then you can start working on the other things too. One step at a time. One step is always better than two steps backward. I just got to tell you, because I've done like 10 steps backwards. And so that was never fun, because, it's going to take 9 steps just to get back to where you started at. So I suggest being committed to change, uh, be committed to get mentors that can help you. And you need mentors that can help you spiritually. That's where the church comes in. um, I started going back to church, a regular church service, instead of just watching it online. Now I do watch spiritual stuff online every morning, first thing, because that's what I want going into my brain. Because the first things you put into your brain, if you wake up saying, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's such a terrible day. Well, how am I going to do all of this?" Well, guess what? You're probably not going to get it all done then, because you just set your mind up to say, "I can't do that." Change the question. I can go Tuesday at 3:30 and do this. Now that's positive. Does it sound better than "I can't do this"? I'm going to 2:30 or 3:30 on Tuesday, whatever it is. Set the plan. Follow through with the plan. Do one step at a time, and make commitments, and change those negative connotations to positive connotations, because positivity, it gets positive reactions. Negative reactions get negative reactions. I mean, I even went through this with my sister today. Um, try to be careful about the things that I say, and being aware that everything that I say will manifest. It'll come to a realization And if I say I can't do that, or that's going to be hard, I'll give it a try. Because I still occasionally use that stupid try word. I'm not going to try. I'm going to do this then. At this time, that's going to happen. And so then you do it and then you check it off your list. And I love that, done. So that's what you want to do next. Get things done. Empathy is super important, but I'll just tell you what, there's so many people that act empathetic, but when it comes push to shove, they're just not there for you. Now, I know the people that I've surrounded myself with, because I've been very careful about the people that I friend. I had to tell somebody today, he said, send me a friend request. I said, no, I'm not sending a friend request. That's not how it's done. I said, you send me one if you're interested, and then I'll just block him because he's just a hacker anyways. Empathy is good, but you know what? If it's hurting you for any reason because they're not going to listen to what you're saying and they're not that truly interested in making a change, you need to move on. Period. Go. I'm trying to think of a saying. Go. You don't want to sacrifice your time is important. Okay. So when you know you're not getting an answer from somebody, the answer that is a positive response, you can help work with them, but you can only go to so far. And all the empathy in the world will never change them, so there'll never be any difference. So it'll never make any good anyway. So, you've got to use discernment. God gives us discernment to know right from wrong. I think Stoic virtues are very important. There's several books. There's videos that I watch every morning. I think there's 3 of them, different ones. Stoic Legends. That's the one that I was listening to today. But Stoicism, there's a lot of good stuff out there because it just helps me learn the boundaries when it comes to my life, because my time is important. So you have to set some boundaries for yourself, not for others. Just for yourself, that I got time for that, or I don't have time for that. It's going to be really important for you to value your time. Know that you're worthy, because God doesn't say you're not worthy. He says, you know what? I'll give you everything if you just listen to me and follow my word. And Jesus as your savior, he'll give you everything and anything you want. But let's be realistic. Is everything going to be given to me? No, not everything's going to be given to me, because you know what? God knows what's best. And that's the point. And then I have to be realistic about my requests as well. Can I do that? Do I have time to do that? What is the benefit of doing that? How will that fit into my plan for what I'm trying to achieve? You need to just question yourself about what's right, what's wrong. And that's valuing your time as well. God has a plan. If we just listen to God, he will inspire us to have the correct answers. I want you to be the change. We can be the change. Yes, we can be advocates as well. Be the change you want to see. I'm just going to say in others, because you know what? Although when you're more worried about others people than yourself, that's a problem. Because then you're not honoring yourself, you're honoring them and what they want and that they think you should do. But is that what you want to do? Is that what you should be doing? You have to question yourself. Now, I've just had to get a lot more careful about the amount of time I spend online and who I get involved with and who I respond to. I respond to several people because you know what? I am blessed and I have good friends. Thank you, Donia, for being here. And, thank you, Lauren, for being here. Being the change is being an advocate. If you have a purpose, you can Um, be an advocate for that purpose. They say that when you have a job that you enjoy doing, you're not working anymore, right? Because you're not. You're then fulfilling your dreams, and your dreams are your purpose. Um, when you decide that you love God and that you will listen to Him, it doesn't matter what the job is as long as you love it. Sometimes when we're younger, we have to do things, and even when you're older, because I was older and I did something that I didn't really want to do, but I did it for 6 months, and I just said, nope, I can't do that anymore. It doesn't fit into my lifestyle anymore. And so saying no, yeah, it's okay. Truly is. I want you to say no when it's the right time. Ask God for your directions. Um, I put down, this is my second time around, but you know what? It might be my second go around on the broadcasting, but it is like, I'm going to use like an AA term here, because I've done a lot of AA meetings, and relapsed like 1,000 times, because, oh, I'm not going to drink again ever. I never get any benefits. I break out in those handcuffs, remember? Um, it's not my second time around. It's like my 100th time around. And there's Alexander Graham Bell. Somebody asked him, he says, yeah, you failed 1,000 times, or who cares what the number is? You failed 1,000 times. He says, no, I've learned 1,000 ways not to do things the wrong way, and now I do them right. Everything that we do is an opportunity to learn, to grow. And when you're willing to learn and grow and listen to other people's advice, apply what's good for you. I mean, because you have to make your own mind up about it. But you know what? God tells us in our logic the good from the bad, He does. Now, some of these guys are so good that they can fool us. And I was fooled. And a lot of people were fooled. And I don't think it's healthy to feel bad about what we thought was right, but now we know it's wrong, because you know what? It's all a learning experience. And for me, I just kept on repeating the same problem, the same, thinking of the right word. I kept repeating the same action over and over, expecting this different result. It was going to be better the next time, and it never was. It just never was, because I didn't change anything. And if you're not willing to change, then you're not willing to grow, and then complacency is your word. So don't be complacent, all right? Because you know what? That's just not so much fun. You might convince yourself it's okay. I convinced myself it was okay to drink and to drug and to be a loser is what I consider it now. Yeah, because I was losing everything. Um, that's not okay, because God has a better plan, and we need to trust God's intention for our life. So go to church, have a routine, eat healthy food. Reach out to me if you're interested to find out more about Sealy by Design. That is the healthiest products I can possibly think of. If you're interested in Bitcoin, I can help you there, because I can educate you. You can turn your change into Bitcoin. You don't have to make a big investment. And I don't think I ever finished that thought. You take it offline. Don't leave it online. Don't leave it with a bank. The banks are in business to make money. You want to make your own money, then you buy the Bitcoin, you take it right offline, and then you have it in safe storage. and you can do well with it. I just know you can. So if you're interested in Bitcoin, let me know. Reach out to me. Any questions? Um, let me see if I got it right here. Banners, no. Oop. Let's see. What did I do here? Okay. Banners, right. Okay. So this is it. Go to my website, sign up. I will not bombard you with information daily like I've been bombarded with, and so I got to change all that. So I'm planning to change things that are good for me and for my friends and for my team. We need team members, we need volunteers, we need more people that are interested in changing your health, and we can help in all those areas, and I can help you with the tools to make your life better. But I cannot make your life better. You have to make your life better for yourself. It's true, you know, um, and you can do it. I believe in you, and I love you, and I appreciate the fact you took time to come and join me. I'll be back Mondays, Fridays, 7 p.m. Tamara Hunter. She is so awesome on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. I just love you so much. Thank you for joining. Um, God bless you. He loves you. Just know this. You're worthy, you're special, and you're unique. And I was told that I was not special, I was not unique, and that I had nothing to offer anybody. And guess what? I do. And you do too. I love you. We'll see you again Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Be there. All right. Bye.